You are Sir Graham, the bravest and most honorable knight in the troubled realm of Daventry. King Edward the Benevolent, aged ruler of Daventry, has summoned you to the castle for reasons unknown.
Greetings, Sir Graham. The King is expecting you. Allow me to escort you to His Majesty's throne room.
Thank you, Sir Knight.
Raise the portcullis.
I am at your service, my king.
I am an old man, Sir Graham. Perhaps too old to carry the weight of this crown. My bones ache, my hands tremble. I am afraid my time on earth grows short. But enough about me. Great misfortunes have befallen Daventry since the loss years ago of 3 magical treasures. I have chosen you, the finest knight in all of Daventry, to search for these lost treasures. Only then can this kingdom be restored to its former glory. And only then may I rest with the knowledge that my people are safe. The first treasure is a magic mirror that foretells the future. The second is a magical shield that protects the bearer from all mortal harm. The third and last is an enchanted chest that is forever filled with gold. I know that what I ask is difficult, nay, perhaps impossible. The dangers are many, but you are brave and pure of heart. That is why I chose you to volunteer. If you succeed, you will inherit my crown and rule the realm of Daventry as her rightful king. Go, Sir Graham, and know that the fate of Daventry lies in your hands.
Take heart, my king. I shall not fail you.
Hello, my name is Violyre, also known as Melodious Sonnet on the Cutie Marks Network, and this is my first Let's Play. We're doing the King's Quest series, starting with the first one. Now, there are 3 different versions of the game. The one I'm playing is actually a fan remake that gives it the VGA style of having better graphics and an icon bar like some of the later games in the Sierra franchise. The first one was, I believe it was the SCI format, and that was actually pretty revolutionary in its time. This game was touted as the first 3D adventure game, and not 3D like you go to the movies and you get the 3D glasses. It was 3D as in you could walk up, down, left, right, and the big thing, behind things. So that was pretty big for, I believe it was 1984. In about 1989, they did a re-release on this, and mostly was pretty much updated graphics. There was one puzzle change that they made because a lot of people complained, and apparently that was a lot of the email that Roberta Williams, the creator of the series, got messages about. But I want to show you the introduction before I delve into it. So you just saw that. You'll note that our goal is to find the 3 lost treasures of Daventry. The first being a magic mirror, which was taken by, I believe, either a gnome or dwarf when the king wanted an heir, and his wife, the queen, was unable to bear children. They tried as hard as they could, but I don't know if she was actually barren or if they just had awful luck. But the gnome or dwarf came in and they promised that they could get her pregnant. And they were excited, and he said his cost was the magic mirror that could foretell the future. And they were kind of hesitant, but they ended up deciding it was worth it. And that started the first downfall in the Kingdom of Daventry of they weren't able to properly predict crops to grow, which is most of what they use the mirror for. So farmers weren't able to take care of themselves or supply the townspeople with food. The second one was the magic shield, which protects the bearer from harm, and whoever is wielding it will win against any army. And so so that was the second treasure that was taken. It was taken by a wizard who came. The queen had been really sick, and the wizard came, said that he could heal her, touched this little bit of root to her mouth, and she sprang back up. As soon as he took it away, she went right back into her bad state. And the king was obviously happy, told him he could have anything, and the wizard said the magic shield. And the king was hesitant, but again, he thought his wife was worth it, so he gave the shield up. And after that, the various other towns would attack them. They had no ability to win. And the sad part is, the queen still died because the medicine didn't work. The third treasure, the chest full of gold forever, which I'm not exactly sure how the economy in Daventry works. I assume it's horrible. But that chest was taken after the king's wife died, and one of his advisors told the king that he should search for a new queen because he'd been heartbroken, sad, and such. And they went, had a party, invited all the girls in the town. It came from servants down to lowly peasants. And he didn't find anyone of interest, but one day he went outside, went for a ride, and he saw this girl being attacked by wolves, I think. Sorry, it's been a bit of time since I've read the backstory. I may actually do a review later of what the original instruction manual said. And so he fended off the wolves, and the girl that they were attacking was very beautiful and very kind and gentle. And as you know, that is perfect wife. Unfortunately, there is no such thing as a perfect wife, because after they courted and they were due to be wed, on the day before the wedding day, she was caught going into the room that housed the chest and took it, and one of the guards what are you doing? And she revealed her true form of a witch and escaped in the chaos. And then so they lost their chest. They weren't able to afford to buy things. They couldn't get any supplies from other cities because they had nothing to trade. And basically, Daventry became a shithole. I'm sorry for the language, that will happen. And that's where we come in. We've been tasked to get the 3 treasures back, and our reward will be becoming heir to the throne of Daventry. When King Edward dies, we will become the king. And that's pretty much the story. I will let you think on that, and we will actually start playing the game in the next video. Thank you.